Lich King Heroic. This fight will be explained assuming you already know the normal version. If you do not, there is a link in the description below for you to watch. Now, on to the heroic version. Phase 1 has a new ability which will change how you would tank during this phase. The ability is called Shadow Trap and will spawn a black pool on a random target and knock them off the platform after a few seconds. If you walk into the black pool after it forms, you will still be knocked off the platform, so be careful. Because of the new ability, your group will need to keep the triangle formation as you would in normal mode, but will now slowly travel across the platform so that when the transition phase occurs, you will be near the edge and ready for it. Your off tank will need to stay ahead of both the ranged group and the melee group so that no one gets too close to the ads. At the same time, your ranged group and your melee group will need to keep an eye on the positioning and move accordingly. Sometimes the ranged group is forced to move more than the melee group due to shadow traps, and if the melee group doesn't keep up, they will be too far away to run to the ads for the dispels on Necrotic Plague. This also can happen in the reverse, so both the ranged and the melee need to pay attention to their positioning. The next thing that changes on heroic mode is that the Valkyrs in phase 2 will have more health, but will drop their target when they reach 50% health. To be clear, that is when the Valkyr reaches 50% health. Phase 3 will function similar to normal mode, but the positioning will be a bit different. Also, instead of one person going into the throne room, everyone will go into the throne room together. While inside, you should mark someone as the leader inside, and you will need to group up in the middle and then move as a group to avoid damage. There will be spirits that need to die and have 4,000 health, and there will be black orbs falling from the ceiling which will explode when they reach the ground. These have a large explosion radius, so make sure you follow your assigned leader. The Lich King will use Defile right after the throne room ends, so be prepared to move. Also, he will usually cast Throne Room while Vile Spirits are charging at the group, which will cause the spirits to go away. If this happens, be prepared for them when you exit the Throne Room, as they will begin charging the group again and need to be soaked.